I'm seriously pregnant. I'm seriously about to have a baby. Like, this is getting real. It's getting really real.
See you get gone, baby mama. This your song, been pregnant for way too long. Until the DJ turn it off.
She your baby mama.
Go ahead.
She gon' do that baby mama.
Work.
She gon' put it on you. She gon' do that baby mama.
Drop it down, drop it down, down, up. Drop it down, drop it down.
Dan still does that move in South Room.
He still be doing it.
One mic, two mic, three mic, four. Hit the baby mama when I'm stepping through the door. Yeah, I'm pregnant, but I got an ill flow. Trying to make the money back.
I'm uncomfortable.
Alright, come on, you gotta dance for this.
And I
I'm
don't
uncomfortable.
do not wait, but I'm still doing moves like Beyonce. Yeah, I said I'm pregnant, get the child support and pay my rent. Pay my rent, your opinion is irrelevant, cause I'm a baby mama, I can do just what I want, turn up.
Hey baby. What's up everybody? It's Deja Day, and today I am going to be doing my last pregnancy update. I know it's been a little minute since the last time I posted, probably like 2 weeks ago I think, but the past 2 weeks for me have been so stressful and exhausting, like trying to get, you know, all the last minute things that I need for her and just preparing myself mentally, physically to go into the hospital. For those of you who don't know, or for those of you who don't follow me on my Instagram or Snapchat, I am going to be getting induced on the 19th. I'm actually going into the hospital on Wednesday the 18th, and I'm going to be staying overnight, and that following morning is when they're going to start the induction process. I'm excited. I am like extremely excited because I have been waiting for this day for so long, and it is finally here. But enough of my rambling, and I'm going to go ahead and get right into this week. I am 38 weeks pregnant, but I'm 38 weeks and 5 days. 38 weeks and 4 days. I'll be 39 weeks on Tuesday, so that's in 3 days from now. As far as this update goes, it says your baby is now about 19.7 inches long and weighs about 7 pounds at the start of the week and about 7.4 pounds at the end of the week. Your baby is now surrounded by about 2 pints of amniotic fluid. This amniotic fluid is constantly replenished. Baby's living quarters are a bit cramped now, but the mother-to-be should still feel movement in her belly every day. If not, it's extremely important that you contact your healthcare provider. Trust your instincts. Your baby may be asleep inside of you for up to a few hours, but you should feel your baby move at least a few times every few hours. Baby girl moves like literally so much. Like, it has decreased a little bit, but you know, of course that's because she's literally completely out of space now. But yeah, she still does move a lot, and all her movements are pretty big, like, you know, just a lot of stretching. I know for a fact that she's over this 7.4 pounds thing because at 35 weeks, which was 3 weeks ago, she was already weighing 6 pounds and 5 ounces, which was, you know, probably a week or so ahead of what some babies may already measure, a week or two ahead of what some babies may usually measure. So I'm going to look at the one for week 39. This one says about 7.8 pounds at the end of the week. I don't know. I kind of feel like she's already maybe in that 8-pound mark, just because I know I've gained a lot of weight, and I know each time I have had an appointment with my OB, you know, it's still 1 week ahead for like the past 6 or 7 weeks. So I might just be having an 8-pounder, but you guys will literally know in like a week's time. So keep keep on the lookout for that. So this update is really for weeks 37 and 38, since I'm almost finished with week 38. It was really mostly filled with a lot of fatigue and nausea and heartburn and indigestion and constipation, like all that. It was just horrible because like I was constantly sleepy, so I wouldn't want to eat, but at the same time I was always hungry. Like I'm still always hungry, but it was like a times 10 kind of thing. So if I wasn't eating, I was sleeping. If I wasn't sleeping, I was eating. It was always one or the other, and eating never helped, and laying down never helped right afterwards, because I would start to feel really sick and have super bad heartburn and wouldn't be able to fall asleep because of it, even though I was super tired, if that makes any sense at all. So week 37 was a pretty crazy week, like really, really crazy. But as far as this week, the past 4 days, I can definitely say I've been out of breath, like a lot, like so much. Like I'm out of breath talking right now, and I don't really know if y'all can tell, but I am extremely out of breath. Let me get my water. Even though I have a jug here, but I'm gonna get my cup. My belly has been itching a lot. I don't know if it's just because it's still stretching and she's still growing, but my belly has been very itchy. Also, my feet and my legs have been getting really swollen lately. Like even when I don't walk around a lot, like sometimes, you know, I'll look down and be like, okay, like my toes are definitely swollen, and I'll look at my legs and they'll be super swollen, and then, you know, I'll go to sleep that night, wake up the next morning and it's gone. So I'm not sure if it's just from any activities that I do that cause my legs to swell, or just the extra weight, you know, weighing down on me that you know, that my body isn't really used to carrying all the time. I've been able to sleep easier this week. Usually I'm tossing and turning and getting up to use the restroom like 15 billion times in the middle of the night. It has been a lot easier for me to fall asleep lately, although my sleep schedule is kind of off, but it has been easier for me to fall asleep. You know, I still do have the frequent restroom breaks in the middle of the night, but, you know, even coming back to bed is still pretty easy for me to lay down and go back to, you know, and fall back asleep again, like without. Also, this actually happened like sometime last week, I think, and I remember my sister was coming in to check on me, and I was telling her, I was like, hey, tell mama that my boobs smell like milk. And she was like, what? And I said, tell mama my boobs smell like milk. You know, not like the regular milk that people drink, but like it smelled like that. Like if you've ever smelled breast milk before, or like you ever smelled the newborn baby, like you know that smell, or like any other young mothers out there, or any other mothers in general out there, like I like I can't be the only one who has like smelt this. Like I don't know, but yeah, my boobs have smelt like milk. They are super itchy, and like I'm not sure if that's just because of, you know, that time coming up for my milk to come in, or just the milk itself producing and my breasts getting larger. I don't know what it is, but they have definitely been like really itchy and like kind of irritating me by how itchy they've been. But, you know, it's not really a big issue. It's something I can manage, something I can handle. And they're itching right now, but I'm not going to scratch them because I'm on camera and I don't need to see all that. I have gotten more stretch marks. The stretch marks on the front of my stomach are showing a little bit more, but they're still not that noticeable. Like I still feel like, you know, the only way to really see them is like looking down, like from my point of view, looking down at my stomach and being able to see my stretch marks. But the ones on the sides, like you know, ones on the sides and like along my hips and my waist and everything, they have gotten darker, and I've got more of them. And I don't know why for me, when I first started getting stretch marks, like my mom was the one who pointed it out to me, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I know that some women, you know, do get, you know, kind of self-conscious about, you know, their stretch marks, you know, when they start getting stretch marks, or, you know, being like, oh, I don't want to get stretch marks when I'm pregnant, but it's kind of inevitable. And then it all really depends on your genes. Like, if no one else in your family has ever had stretch marks and you don't get stretch marks, then hey, that's just you. But then they got some women who have stretch marks everywhere, some women who only have them in certain spots, and I am one of the ones who have them in only certain spots. I am getting them in the front, but they're not very prominent and noticeable. Like for me, like even once they started getting darker, which happened about like a week ago, like not even a whole week ago, and I remember feeling so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, like I actually felt like oh my gosh, like I'm really pregnant. And I'm 9 months pregnant, 38 weeks pregnant, and I still get that feeling, or you know, that thought crossing my mind, like I'm seriously pregnant. I'm seriously about to have a baby. Like, this is getting real. It's getting really real. Once I do get to the hospital on Wednesday, I do plan on vlogging this whole process. So, you know, you guys stay tuned, because that should hopefully be up sometime next week, because baby girl will be here before next week, and oh my gosh. Okay. But yeah, baby girl will be here before next week, so that video should be up sometime within the next 2 weeks. I do plan on vlogging that Wednesday, the day that I'm going into the hospital, because I go in at 9:30 p.m. So that day, you know, is just going to be spent buying whatever else that we need for our baby, and you know, just like last minute little things like extra wipes and, you know, little blankets, socks, and mittens and stuff like that, because that's one thing that I don't have at all right now. But, you know, stuff that I want to have for her leaving the hospital, because, you know, anything that isn't the womb is cold to a baby. So, you know, I don't want her to be cold. I just want her to be warm and everything, especially being in the hospital, because it is super cold in there. I also have it when she's in there for the 2 days after she's born. I know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to record the actual process of her being pushed out and everything, but I will try to get as much as I can, because I do want to have it for my own memory as well, you know, of course, for the sake of YouTube, and wanting to post a video for y'all so that y'all can, you know, share in on this experience and this journey for me. But you know, it's also something that I want to be able to look back on, or, you know, when she's older, and be like, oh yeah, you know, I was able to record, you know, when I was in the hospital about to give birth to you, and like your first hours and days, you know, stuff like that. So, you know, that's something really big and important to me. You guys will also be meeting my baby daddy, because he's going to be there at the hospital with me every night. Like, he's going in with me the night that I go to get induced. Ouch. He's going in with me the night that I go to get induced, and he's going to be there the whole time. So I know I've probably been talking for a little minute. Oh, it's only been 16 minutes. But still, I've been talking for a little minute. So I'm going to go ahead and give y'all what y'all probably been waiting for. This little belly shot. Because that's all I ever be waiting for when I watch pregnancy update videos. So it's me from the front. From the side, I mean, I can see my shirt. None of my shirts fit anymore. From the other side. Alright. Now this is without my shirt. I feel like my belly has dropped a little bit more, maybe. Can you guys tell? And also, if you can see like where my stretch marks are, I'm not sure. I think the sun is probably kind of messing it up, but yeah, you can see them all up on the side. And from the front, and then here's the other side, and y'all can see this line here, like showing that my belly has actually dropped. I didn't used to have this. And then my other stretch marks on this side, they are a lot darker. than before. But of course, I don't mind it at all. Okay, so yeah, guys, I am super duper flooper cooper freaking excited for my baby to be here. Like these last few days are literally torture, because I know that sometime within the next 5 to 6 days she's gonna be in my arms. Like there's no more feeling her kick and punch me and, you know, try to demolish my ribs and stuff, because she's gonna be in my arms. And like, I literally don't think I have ever been happier. And I know that the moment I hold her and like she wraps her little hand around my finger, like nothing else is gonna matter. Everything that I've been stressing about and worrying about, nothing else is going to matter when I have her, you know, on my chest and just have her wrapped up in my arms. Like, my boyfriend and I have, like, we literally talk about this every day, about how emotional it's gonna be. You know, like Wednesday, the last day that we have together as just us two. And now we have our own little family, and like, oh my God. But I know that if I don't shut up now, I'm gonna keep on going on and on and on about how happy and excited and how much I love my baby. Like, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Guys, Kaylani will be here soon. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Gonna stop with all my rambling so I can get this video out to y'all, because I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have been waiting for me to post again. I had to build up the energy to finally do it, and here it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you already haven't, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell so that you are notified every time I post a new video. I love y'all so much. You know, we are on the road to 1,000. You know, we hit that 500 goal, and then we on the road to 1,000. Like, come on, we got this. Period. But I love y'all, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing like